All right, here we are in a run and drive video of our little 72,000 mile 89 Ford Ranger. You can see how nice and clear the lights are. Got the 4-way flashers going. It's a beautiful color. It's really nice and shiny. I got it running, so obviously the e-brake works good. It's 5-speed. Just got it running a little bit so it'll start coming up temperature. Just fired it up a little bit ago. Window goes down, of course, all the way down, nice and smooth. Doors lock well. No binding or any issues there. Glove box is nice, it locks good. Ashtray opens. Original stereo it's cool, it's here, but I'd throw a nice CD player in there and some nice speakers in the doors. It's a little bit hit or miss whether the volume actually works or not. So probably replace that. Heater works good. It's got 3 speeds. It's low, you really don't hear much. Medium, high. You know, you'll go to floor, a little bit quieter. Panel, but floor and defrost. So all the blend doors are working good. Cools. All right, so we'll go ahead and turn off the 4-ways. The independent blinkers, of course, work good. This Air of truck, if a bulb's out, it'll just lock solid. It won't blink, so that way you'll know you got a bad bulb. Brand new wipers, new windshield. Don't want to smoke those out, but it works good. It's got intermediate speeds. So I'm gonna go ahead and belt up here and get ready to rumble. Hopefully you guys can see good. So we got 72,853. So the next owner will be the one to cross it over into 73,000 original miles. It's got awesome Carfax on this thing, pretty much its entire life. Looks like I may have not gotten the hood shut all the way, so I'll pull over up here. Make sure she's latched all the way. But shifts nice through all the gears. Doesn't have any chirping or anything like that. All right, nice and smooth now. She's ready to rock. You can see how beautiful this color is out in the sun. It's just fantastic. All right, I'll get belted back up here. 3/4 tank fuel. All the gauges are working good. It is kind of coming into rush hour time, but hopefully we can get out there and do some decent speeds. Goes nice into reverse, nice and solid. It does have your kind of typical old truck thing where if you lean forward too much, sometimes your seatbelt, you have to just give it a quick whip and it'll come back. Well, let's go. Let's go this way. A little less traffic. Got a little ahead of myself back there. Let's go change directions. We got these roundabouts everywhere up here, but the other one gets really bad congested, so. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, if you guys got these where you are. I know over in Indiana, there's a ton of these things, but they've been popping these up in Washington in the last like 10, 12 years, quite a bit. But you can see how beautiful the paint job is. You know, there's some little imperfections, you know, it's, you know, 3.5 decades old, so you're gonna have some little chips and stuff like that, but the paint's really nice and smooth. Reflects really nice back to you. It's always nice to be driving and have no cracks in the windshield and a nice paint job reflecting back to you. All right, here we go. So I am in second gear. Hopefully you guys can see me shifting, not hammering down on the throttle. And third gear, you can see it's nice and tight. You know, pull down on it. It's not a sloppy shifter. Gate's all nice and clean. And that is 4th gear. These things get great fuel economy. That's 5th gear. And I mean, it just goes down the highway. Don't downshift into 4th. Yeah, the road's got a little bit of an arch like this, but you can see it's nice and straight down the road. No shaking, no wobbling or anything like that. I'll exit off up here and take you on some back roads. Got some potholes so you can feel how nice and solid this thing is. You know, we got photos of it underneath the rack, up on the lift. You know, got about, I think there's probably 320 photos of this truck. So if there's anything additional you need or an area I missed, you know, don't hesitate to ask. See, it brakes really nice and smooth. Again, this thing's been very well maintained, as you can see by the Carfax. I mean, absolutely needs nothing. This truck, you just jump in and go. It's got almost a full tank of fuel. No shaking, shuddering from the brakes. There's not going to be any tie rod tinging or ball joint clunking. All right, here we go. So this road's got some patches, some potholes, and some really tight S-curves, so you can see. But you can see by the rotation of the steering wheel, here's some potholes. Just nice and solid. Just no rattles. The driver's door panel, sometimes the little plastic push cups, it could use a couple of new ones, little teeth on them, or the ward out. Once in a while it'll pop out and you gotta pop it back in. But it's been a while since it's popped out. There's a patch, or a new patch that went across, but you could just see this thing just glides. Really, really easy to drive truck. Great for a first driver if you want to get them behind the old manual. Teach them how to drive a handle shaker. Alright, so I'm going to downshift here so you can see how nice and tight this 90 is. I'm going to go into 2nd. Went 4th, 3rd already. You can see how nice and tight that is. The steering wheel's not over-rotating. It wants to return to center. You know, if your power steering box or pump is all wore out, even if your alignment's off, it'll have a hard time returning to center. And it will make a difference in the driving of a vehicle. You kind of start to remember the no power steering days, and it doesn't really want to return to center. Again, nice going into braking. I'm going to go into 2nd. Give it a little bit of gas. Go hard into the braking. It's just smooth. It's just going to be a fantastic truck for somebody. Again, these things were made by the masses. They were all over the road back in the 80s and 90s, and it's just like a light switch. They just disappeared, especially ones that are this clean and low ownership, and I love the short bed. So no reserve. Good luck, everyone.